So I'm going to be looking to do the daily plans full time as videos now. So you should be expecting me to explain all my levels, and I'll do the whole text format of the levels just like I usually do. But now you're going to see me pull all the levels. I'm going to move the mic 1 second. It might be a little loud. Okay. I think, yeah, that should be better. Okay. So it's also the first plan I'm making while standing up. I got a new standing desk and this is just phenomenal. I love this. So I'm gonna step away from my chart. I'm gonna step back in, recoup. We're good to go. Let's get these levels on the road. So ES, we're gonna be looking for a break of 40-30 for a test up to 40-55. And we noted these in the weekly outlook. Now, if you want the context onto these levels, you can go head over there, go check them out. I gave complete introduction to everything. So 40-30 long, 40-15 short. We got our target at 39.78 on our shorts, which is basically almost like kind of in the middle of this node, as we also have a long level at 39.56. We didn't want to put our short targets all the way down near our long level, right? We think if it's going to come down there, we're going to get a bounce. So I think they might try to defend prices a little bit above that long level, this high volume node. So that's why we put our short target a little bit lower, or sorry, higher. Then 39.56 to 39.99, same thing. We put our long target away from the top end of the zone. I don't normally do this. This is just because our levels have, excuse me, our value areas are very, very close together. Okay, so let's jump into NQ, and I probably am gonna have all the levels built up previously. Okay, so as you can see, I have to do this every time. To come over to settings, and you got to change the row size. I think 3 would work. Same thing with if you want to see the daily profiles. Let's try 3. See how much shows. Maybe 5. Okay, 5 shows the rest. Obviously, CPI day, so we want that shown. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit just to see the profiles a little bit better. Look at that low volume node we have right above. Okay, so massive node here. Another massive node here. Another node here. Honestly, this isn't a weekly outlook. I don't need to be putting too many zones here. Where are we trading? 11.564. Okay, we're right around here. So I'm gonna even remove the lower zone. We have a huge low volume node right here. I want to zoom out a little bit and see if we can build up some volume there. There we go. Now this value area actually extends a little bit. And since we're zooming out, I'm gonna change this node up. Okay, there we go. So we have another node right above. Okay. So we got a big node, another big node. We got a low volume node in between. So with this said, I'm going to be looking, same thing. I'm going to be looking to short into a break below this node. So let me round down. And our target is going to be where this volume really starts to drop off. So 11.470. Because we know buyers are defending all this area below here where the volume starts to drop off. That's where buyers are very, very active and sellers are drying up. So we want to put our target there for our, let me make this red. This is a short level. Okay, there we go. So now a break above here, I think, now we already have gotten into this price previously. This is interesting. I'm not too much in favor of getting bullish above our 11,563 that we want to get short on, even if we get through this low volume node. Like, this is a very narrow area to be looking to trade. If anything, I'm gonna let the stocks rally. I will miss a rally. I do not care, right? I know we're gonna sell down. I'm gonna soak all the move we just made up on the way down. So what am I gonna do? I'll look to buy this lower end. So let's do it into this POC down here, 11,424. So taking the context of the market, we were bearish into CPI, right? We were bullish into Powell. Both of those worked out perfect, except CPI then rallied off of, was it 39.61? It was either 38 or 39.61. We bounced right off of that level that we wanted to get short, and we could not break down. So I already know that's going to be huge level before, but, or not before, it's going to be huge level coming up. It's already shown very high potency. So we know going back into that, and we're talking about ES, that 38.61, 39.61, one of the two numbers. I'll double check onto that. But one of those two numbers, we directly bounced off of that and made a low for CPI. So we know going back into that, it's going to be a huge level. Not only this is not a big rally at all. Every time we've had CPI, we have a huge spike. Not only this, the main reason the market is selling off from 3,800 highs, all-time highs, was from inflation, right? And we have 7 consecutive inflation prints lower, and yet we could barely rally. Now, granted, it was a drop of 0.1%, very minimal, but that was also expectations. So I think the Fed and everybody else, they really know this is not bullish at all. This is the place where institutions can start offloading size and we start getting next legs lower, maybe even deploying short positions, because this is going to be near swing high. And many people will troll me on Twitter and say this, say that, but levels will prove them wrong time and time again. You will see. I will stand by all of my levels. I won't delete my levels. I don't delete my tweets unless I'm going to upset somebody. I don't delete tweets, right? If it's in terms of stocks, trading, anything, all my levels are on the Substack. All of them are on Twitter. I don't know if you can look up where people deleted tweets, and if you can, go look. All my stuff I stand by. So this is the long level. We're going to put our target at this POC. And we know it's going to be a really good spot because more times than not, when we rally or sell down to a POC, we will bounce off of it. So if we take a long level and we expect it to hit that price and most likely it's going to sell off, I'd love to have my target there. I might even put my target a little bit lower and be a little more conservative with it. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. So this is the thing with SPY and ES. All I do, I line up my ES chart with SPY, right? So let me remove everything. This is literally what I do. I don't look at SPY's profiles because I know SPY's based on the futures. It's not based on these profiles, right? It's based on this. So we're going to be making our levels off of this. So we know we got a short level here. And I did say on ES, I think it was 40.30 and 40.15 is my level. I'm going to change that. 40.15 short, 39.56 long. We're going to be looking for this level or these two levels in this zone to play out for tomorrow's session. So just like NQ, see how we got the long and the short in the same node that we're at? That's the same thing with ES. That's what we're going to do with SPY. So I'm just going to put levels real quick. I'm not setting these. I'm just looking. Okay, so what I do is I look where I had this. I don't look at the node. I look where this price level is compared to prices we traded last. So near high a day, we're going to be looking to get short. So let's go to SPY. Near the high a day, we're looking to get short. We're going to raise this up a little bit. Where's that gonna put it? Okay, yeah, that's good. So SPY short. Now we're gonna look for sell off a little bit below that POC. So 394.73 would be target. And then let's make sure our long level. We had this long level. It's not even showing in. It's basically the low a day of 2 days ago. So Thursday session. So we'll go to SPY. Friday. Here's Thursday. So the level it was a little bit below the low a day. So lower than what we had earlier. Now we're gonna make this green for a long level. I know we put our target at the POC, so 395.71 is gonna be our target. And I just put whenever I click text over here, this is me just basically saying what the target is. The level's on the right side, but the target I put, it's gonna be in the middle. The color, they're gonna be color coded, red for short, green for long. I don't think I've said this before, but let me just get this out of the way. So let's move to, now we know we have NQ levels, right? Now we need to make QQQ levels. Same thing, SPY, ES, QQQ, NQ. So, get a short level here, and then NQ, long level. Okay, here we go. So let's get our long target to 278.72. Remember, I know that our targets were based on those high volume nodes, and it was more towards the middle. So we got that high volume node. Let me just double check too. So 11.511. Okay, it was in that high volume node right up here. And then if you look on QQQ, sounds weird. Yeah, right in this area. So perfect. Now let's get our short level. Same thing. We're going to be looking a little bit lower. So